A fresh dose of tech news and insight. This is breaking news on Eagle Eyes on Tech. The GoXLR is dead yet again. It is Tuesday, February 18th, 2025. This is Eagle Eyes on Tech. I'm Eagle Falcon. Yeah, TC Helicon once again has laid off, reportedly, by the GoXLR team themselves, the entire team yet again. So let's rewind a little bit. All right. Roughly 2 years ago, TC Helicon very quietly went ahead and laid off the entire GoXLR team. And we saw no updates, no anything from GoXLR until later on, when it turned out that they instead just moved the whole division and hired on a new team. And we did in fact see a whole lot of software updates and a roadmap moving forward for new products. For those who are unaware, the GoXLR is a line of products from TC Helicon, which is an audio production company that is designed specifically for people who are not very audio savvy. In fact, we here in this studio use a GoXLR. That's what we record on, along with this Shure SM7B mic. It's what we've used for a very long time. So now, once again, this actually was posted on Monday or yesterday at 3 p.m. Central Time. Hello, GoXLR Discord members. On behalf of the GoXLR Discord MVPs and Big Brains, I would like to announce that TC Helicon has again laid off all staff working on the GoXLR. This is not deja vu, but this did occur sometime back with TC Helicon Canada office back in July of 23. SAMI update back in July of 23. The same information stands. The GoXLR will still continue to work as normal on the current app revision. You can still obtain official support via the Music Tribe support portal, as far as we know. We have not heard from the TC Helicon team in about a month, so we have to assume they are no longer active on the Discord. The TC Helicon team was preparing to release new firmware that included some changes, but due to the layoffs, it appears this will not be happening. As stated in my previous update, the MVPs and Big Brains are not TC Helicon staff. We are not paid to be here. We have been trying to assist with issues, but it is basically a full-time job to support the 36,000 plus members of this Discord, while providing and receiving support is an important part of the community. The vast majority of the issues cannot be solved by checking. The vast majority of the issues can be checked by, and they list the channels of GoXLR FAQ and GoXLR errors. We still don't have full admin rights to the server, but we have enough access to keep it running for the time being. I am not sure how much longer this Discord will exist, as we don't own the TC Helicon Discord account that made it. It is entirely possible Music Tribe could delete it. More information will follow, and once and if we have more to share. For now, we've popped General into slow mode as we expect things to go crazy for the next week while we try to answer questions. This is posted by Turbo David in the GoXLR Discord. Now, I gotta look at this from the point of view of people who rely on this sort of stuff, because I'm not an audio engineer, and many people who go ahead and stream professionally are not audio engineers. We look to solutions like this specifically because it's put in terms we understand. Because let's be perfectly honest, the average streamer has no idea what attenuation is. We don't know what the different hertzes are in our equalizer. We have a basic understanding of the compressor only because we have to use it because we keep screaming. We only barely know what things like the de-esser are. We're not trained audio engineers, not by any stretch of the imagination. So we look to this sort of stuff. And the fact that it's one thing when the team first was moved. When TC Helicon Canada was laid off and they moved the staff closer to home. Now, though, it's just like, what are we supposed to do? Like, this is a thing that a lot of streamers are now going to look at, because Windows 10 support is going to be gone in 8 months. And with that, a lot of us expect that updates are going to be needed on equipment to get them to work with whatever solution people come up with when they move off of Windows 10. Now that's a security risk. For now, of course, obviously, because I'm talking into one, a GoXLR will work. A GoXLR Mini will work. Anything made by TC Helicon with the GoXLR name on it will still work. But the software behind this equipment is, and I stress this a lot, is essential to the way the GoXLR works. Because there is a lot of software in this device. There is a lot of hardware controls that are only controlled via software. So what now? That's what a lot of people are going to be wondering. Do we just assume that TC Helicon once again is just going to go ahead, hire a new staff that's going to work on updates for the GoXLR and that everything will be fine? Are we just going to assume that the GoXLR is pretty much dead to the world and we have to go ahead and switch services? Do we just go ahead and just assume that, hey, you know what? It's time to look at someone else. It's time to look at Rode or the Elgato solutions that are way more baby mode than the GoXLR. And then even then, what happens to streams that go ahead and relied on the features of it? I mean, heck, I have all of my voice changers for the entertaining side of my streams dialed into a T for what I want. It's kind of hard to go ahead and replicate that sort of thing with a new mixer. So I guess in the end, we'll just have to wait and see what happens over here at TC Helicon. And I'm not going to lie, I have to look at this from the point of view of a streamer. Would I recommend anything from TC Helicon now? Like, people used to, granted it's been a long time, but people used to ask me, what do I recommend for audio? Because they know I'm tech savvy, but not audio savvy. So it's not like, oh yeah, you can go ahead and just get a thing and list off a whole bunch of things. They want something that's just near plug and play, but still powerful. Do I really want to recommend this thing when its support is now going up into limbo for the second time? Even if TC Helicon picks up the team again or makes a new team and gets things working again, how do I know that that team's going to be around for a while? Even Turbo David over here says that, hey, they're working on a firmware update, but I guess we're never going to see it now. And TC Helicon's not telling anyone anything. The whole thing is messy. And no matter how you look at it, it is incredibly, incredibly disappointing. So, I guess once again, those of us who are not audio tech savvy begin pondering, what do we do in a worst case scenario? And, you know, right now, I don't know the answer. But I'm sure at some point, the answer will become obvious. And I probably won't make a separate breaking news episode on that. But, you know, I'll let people know in one way or another. Granted, we do have another breaking episode coming up later in the week after we get the iPhone SE, most likely. That's going to do it for me. Now get out there and conquer the day.